Real Maybach, real bounce.
So this is Franco. He sells digital products online and he makes over $100,000 every single day. But what crazy is, he wasn't always like this. A couple of years ago, he was working at a minimum wage job, not even making over $2,000 a month. So how the hell did he make that jump? That's what we're going to be figuring out today.
There is a like goal on this video of just 1,000 likes, so make sure you destroy the like button, because once we hit the like goal, I'll put a present in the pinned comment and in the description below, and it also tells me that you want to see more content like this. With that being said, let's get into it. We've just arrived at Franco's mansion. Hey Franco, man. It's been a while, brother.
Good to see you. Welcome to the crib.
So my name's Franco, I'm 22 years old, I'm from the UK, but now living out here in Dubai. I have a digital product Ecom business, basically have multiple companies inside our portfolio. We're doing around $50 to $60 million a year right now, which is pretty cool. I'm gonna tell you all about it.
Bro, have you got a job that I can join? Before we carry on, what was you living in the UK? Was it anything like this?
No, bro. So obviously I'm from like close to Birmingham, basically.
Okay.
Same sort of place as you. So obviously I was living with my family. Compared to now, I'm living in a 10,000 square foot, villa in Dubai. This villa here, the one that we're literally standing in right now, has made me millions of dollars. So literally when we moved into this house, we were making around $6 to $7 million a year. Compared to now, a year and a half on, we're making $50 to $60 million every single year.
With that being said, let's get into the house tour.
I've got a little room in here that I want to show you. And again, this kind of goes more into the part of why this house is designed to make me money and be productive.
Is it a surprise?
It's a surprise.
Okay, cool.
No. Yes.
Bam. Home gym.
Yeah, so in here, we've literally got the gym. I'm in here every single day right now, to be fair, pretty dialed in.
Should we do a challenge? Who can do more pull-ups, me or Franco? Before we...
You stitched me up here.
Yeah.
You didn't tell me about this.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Let's
11,
go.
12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25.
Oh, my days, bro. 25.
Guys, I'll be honest with you, I don't think I'm going to beat that.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, okay, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, come on, 30, oh my days. Wow, I'm impressed. That was actually really good, bro.
Was it good?
Jesus Christ, you got 30. That's insane. Shit. The very first thing you see when you walk into this house is literally a massive ping pong table.
What's with rich people and ping pong tables? Everyone that's rich that has a nice big mansion has this, or the office they work in has one. So what is it? So if I buy one of these, will I be successful?
It's gonna make you 10 times more money.
Okay. Don't do none of those crazy like cut serves and shit.
I'm gonna start playing like this.
My best mate is really good.
Yeah?
Really good.
Are you good?
No.
Won't disrespect, so I disregard fools. All of them be facade. They're still in the streets and they're writing statements. Oh my lord, there's rats at large. I copped it soft, but I turned it hard like a dog. None of my kids got applied, no pressure. VIO, then I'm on them. Won't disrespect, so I disregard fools. All of them be facade. They're still in the streets and they're writing statements. Oh my lord, there's rats at large. I copped it soft, but I turned it hard.
I lost again, but I won the pull-up challenge.
So as you guys can see, there's literally also like a huge dining table going on here. Everybody always asks me, have you ever filled it up? And the answer is no.
So talk me through this workstation. 1, 2, 3.
Camille, this is where the money gets made. This is the money making station.
This is the job you promised me now.
Yeah, so maybe you can jump on there.
100x formula. 1, scale what is working. Get better outsourcing. Find talent and manage. Add more rev streams. Number 4, get motion. And the last thing is retire mom. Amen. Let me know if you guys agree with this.
Since moving in, I can confidently say all of it is ticked off. So I actually own 4 different companies, and today I'm going to give you a little bit of a sneak peek into the numbers that they actually make. But these companies every single day, every single hour are making money for me. Some of them I founded from the ground up. Some of them I then actually invested into as well. I'll go ahead and show you literally actually the numbers from yesterday. So as you can see, this is one of the companies yesterday, 20th of January, we made $124,000 each hour. For example, 1 p.m., $8,822 made. Even 9 AM, for example, $9,468 made. So every single hour, we're making thousands of dollars, even close to $10,000 an hour. This is just on one of the companies out of the 4.
Bro, can you refresh the screen? Google Inspect Element. It's looking a bit fugazi. No, I'm joking. Yeah, it's all stayed the same. Just yesterday, you did $124,000.
I may as well just show you the month, to be honest. Literally, it's the 21st of January today. So far on this one store, obviously 21 days, we've made 1.8 million.
People say digital products are dead, especially in 2026, but after seeing these numbers, that is wild.
I started my first ever store when I was 14 years old. Failed basically for two years straight until I was 16 years old, and that's when I had like my first breakthrough. I was selling the Galaxy projector, if you guys remember that product. I was selling it in literally peak COVID 2020, which was like the perfect time. I went from having basically nothing in my bank account to within the space of, I think it was like 2 weeks, I'd done $100,000 in sales. And then yeah, I obviously, you know, kind of went more and more into it, started opening more dropshipping stores and partnering with people. That's how I made my first couple $1 million in sort of revenue with dropshipping.
And what made you start a business? Like, what made you think, I don't want to do the corporate life, I don't want to work a 9 to 5? What made you have the ambition to start a business?
To be honest, literally since I was a kid, I saw, you know, my family members, my parents in the sort of corporate 9 to 5 life, and it's not that there was anything wrong with it, but I could tell that they were kind of drained from it, you know, working that whole life. I wanted to do something more where I had my own freedom and I could lead a team and I could literally be my own boss, and that was always a big driver for me, along with the fact that I wanted to, as soon as possible, help them leave their jobs, you know? And now thankfully, they're both retired, they're not working, and they're actually coming to Dubai in a couple of days, which is gonna be very nice.
So you went from 0 to 7 figures and above with drop shipping.
Yes.
And then what got you from 7 figures to 8 figures?
Biggest driver of my income increase ever has been in the past 12 months, and that's when I started to get into private equity. So I've actually been acquiring different companies inside my industry because obviously I have loads of leverage, I have loads of strategy which they don't have, I have loads of ideas which they don't have, and a lot of different things that I can bring to the table, where even in some cases I've not even had to pay for the equity. They've just given me the equity based on the performance of our previous companies, because they can see the big value that I'm going to bring when I come into their company, and I can bring all of my assets, all of my team members, my connections, all of my strategy that has worked previously for my other companies, and I can apply that with their company, which is also now my company because I've gone ahead and got equity.
But with that being said, I want to get out, get a coffee, so I've got no car. I've been Ubering here the last couple of weeks.
Maybe we should jump into the garage and see what's in there.
I haven't seen what's in the garage, guys, so if you were to guess before we get into the garage what Franco's driving, if he's a guru, it's probably going to be a Huracan. So what are you guys thinking?
It's not a Huracan.
New year, new money, but it's the same old me.
This isn't a regular Maybach, Camille.
This is the fake badge.
No, this is the 1 of 100 special edition. There's only 100 of these Maybachs in the world.
What makes this so special?
You only have 100 Maybachs in the world. It's me, and Drake is also another owner of these, where it has this badge. See, the wheels literally say edition 100, 1 of 100 wheels.
So it's for their 100-year anniversary, but I want to ask you something. We both know AliExpress. We both know China. What's stopping me from getting these from AliExpress?
Who knows? Maybe this is one. Maybe I actually hit up my China suppliers from when I dropshipped. And
Guys,
that's how I have this Maybach.
One way to tell if this is real is if the suspension bounces, because you can't fake that. Off to the coffee shop, lads.
Easy, mate. Easy. Can't break down and cry. I put in blood, sweat, and years. Listen, it's only when you face your fears you watch them all disappear. So.
Now, for the guys that are watching this, that are inspired by all of this, what advice can you give them if they were to start a brand new business in 2026?
I'm gonna go ahead and first of all just assume that most people that are watching this are kind of like I was when I was sort of growing up, and that's just young and hungry. You know, just trying to make it work by any means necessary. So in that case, I would say while you're young, literally take whatever risk that you can. Any sort of opportunity that comes to you, you need to not be scared and just go all into it. Maybe you work a regular job and it's fine and you make a little bit of money, but the opportunity cost is the biggest cost in your life. That's the biggest cost you're ever gonna pay, not actually your expense and what you pay for things. For example, my rent is $30,000 a month. So obviously that's a cost, but the opportunity cost of me not living in that place with my best mates and my business partners and having that setup where I literally have everything literally perfected and designed for me to make money, the opportunity cost of that is millions of dollars. You know, so it's a very small price to pay for me to actually then go ahead and start making millions extra because of that. You know, so you always need to think of the opportunity cost rather than the actual cost of things, because that is how much something will cost, you know, when you actually increase the timeline. It's not what the item costs or what the investment costs, it's actually what it's going to cost you if you don't do it.
Now, for the guys that are watching this that have a job and they're not sure what to do, because a lot of people watching this either complain they don't have enough money or they complain they can't do it. If they don't have enough money, what should they do?
What I did was I always looked for those sort of ways where I can make money with nothing. You know, there is business models out there where you don't need any money. For example, I used to drop ship, but not even on Shopify because you have to pay for ads. I literally would drop ship on Depop. I would drop ship on eBay. I would drop ship on these random platforms where you can just find items for cheap and sell them for more. So I would just flip things, basically.
That's crazy, because I used to do the same thing. I used to buy furniture on Facebook Marketplace where people didn't want it anymore. They'd get rid of it for free.
Yeah.
And then I'd sell it for like $50 or $100. But what about the guys that could just get an extra job, but they're just being lazy and they just haven't got the mindset to graft?
It's simple. Obviously, if you don't want it enough, you're not going to get it. At the end of the day, you know, you're not magically just going to become rich. That doesn't happen. And that's something that you need to accept from very early on, is it's going to take you a hell of a lot of work. Even the amount of time you think it's actually going to take you from when you start putting in the reps and start working hard, whatever timeline you think it's going to take you to make your first million, double it. It's going to take way longer than that to actually get there, because this process is not easy. And why would it be easy? You know, every single person, you know, well, most of the general population, every single day they wake up and they clock into work, and you know, that's hard. That's what a lot of people do. So how arrogant are you to think that it would just be easy to simply, literally, you know, outperform those people by not even trying?
And just some quick ones, guys, before we head off, is if you haven't got the mental capacity to outwork your other people, get more jobs, get more cash, to being able to use that cash flow or that capital at a business which is at risk. Remember, every business is at risk. There is no guarantees in business, but that's why it has the highest ROI. You can make the most money, but also there's no guarantees. So make sure you have this mindset for 2026 if you want to hit one of your goals. With that being said, let's move on.
Let's do it.
Okay, so the moment of truth. Is this a fake Maybach? Let's test the suspension.
All right, bro, we'll do it. This is the ultimate verification test. We go off Maybach mode, put it into off-road mode. Okay, off-road assist. Free driving mode, we click that. Start. Is it gonna bounce?
Holy.
We're bouncing.
Damn, that's crazy.
Real Maybach, real bounce.
This is absolutely crazy. This is either a very good AliExpress Maybach or this is the real thing, but this is crazy. That was crazy, mad inspiration. And I think the viewers, let us know what you think of Franco, his story, and if you want to see him back on the channel again. And if you do, let us know why. Maybe it's a podcast, maybe it's a Q&A, but let us know in the comment section below.